Her baby born on the side of the road.
And as luck would have it, a student midwife just happened to be walking on by, and Mum, hubby and that midwife all join us live from Brisbane. Good morning, guys. Nice to see you. How are you doing this morning? Oh,
good, thank you. Good.
Congratulations to you and your hubby on a beautiful bub. Tell us through the whole story. Not all of it, but most of it.
So things started about 5 yesterday morning, and just as Stephen was kind of getting ready to go to work, so I said, off you go to work. I'll ring you if I think it's go time. They were like, things weren't too bad, so I gave it an hour, and then I thought, right, now he needs to come home. So I gave him a call, and that was about 6, and then he got home about 45 minutes later, just as my waters broke.
Oh.
And then we quickly dropped our daughter in daycare, but it was peak hour traffic, so we're never going to get there, were we?
Nope.
Goodness me. So you've handed 21-month-old Lila over the fence at daycare and said it's an emergency. So you got pretty close to the hospital, about 200 metres from the hospital. Just sort of pick up the story from there.
We got... we were just coming to this big intersection, and then I just said, Stephen, the baby's head is there. And then he just, I think that's all I said, and you just knew we had to pull over, that the baby was coming and we weren't going to make it to hospital. So he just drove up on the footpath and, ran around to me and just held the baby's head, and then,
And then Emily just happened to be walking past. Emily, you pick up the story from there. This is fascinating.
Yeah, I was just walking to my shift and someone yelled out asking if I was a nurse, and I said that I was a student midwife, and they pointed to the car and said, that lady's having a baby. So I just ran as fast as I could to help assist them.
No better training, you could argue, Emily, than a real-life emergency. How was everyone when you arrived, Emily? Was it chaotic? Was everyone calm? Because here's a baby being born on the bike path.
Yeah, no, they... Ashley and Stephen were wonderful. They were beautiful. Everything was a calm setting. They weren't stressed, and it was a really relaxed environment to welcome him into the world.
Stephen, you haven't said much.
It was very calm.
I think everyone was shocked.
I'm not a great talker.
I think we're all still in shock.
You look pretty relaxed, though. But everything's good. Everything's fine. Do we have a name for the bub yet?
No, not yet.
No. In discussion.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. It's always fun.
Does Karl
Very
sound
soon.
okay? Hey, Stephen, can I ask?
Oh, that's a new one. We hadn't heard that one.
It's on the list.
Yeah,
You've
why
been
not?
added to the list.
Why not?
Stephen, can I ask you, because it's such a beautiful moment when a baby comes into this world. How proud were you of your wife yesterday, going through that and just seeing how strong she was, that she stayed calm and delivered your precious, beautiful little baby boy there?
Yeah, I was very proud of Ash, and I couldn't believe it that it just happened, and we just kind of both went with it, and he wanted out, and that was it.
Well done to you all.
Still letting everyone know that he's here.
Yeah, no, it's a beautiful sound, that. It's beautiful. It just makes you want to have more.
Sorry.
How did it go last night, Aisling? Did you get any sleep last night?
Little bits. He's just a little bit unsettled because he came out so quickly. So he's got lots of secretions and stuff that he's bringing up. But hopefully today he'll feel a little bit better. Yeah.
Some people just aren't cut out for morning television.
And has he met his big sister yet?
No, today.
Not today.
Yeah, today she'll come in and meet him. Yeah, it'll be lovely. I can't wait to see her reaction.
Definitely.
Beautiful. And what a story to tell in the years to
Great
come.
yarn. Thank you, guys, and well done to you all. Fantastic. And the Martyr Mothers is a terrific hospital too. Author of the new book, Good Riddance, Stacey Currie, joins us now in the studio. Stacey, good morning to you. You had a really tough start to life. What were your teenage years and early 20s like?
So I guess, 13 to 14 was pretty exciting. I mean, I had not many rules or boundaries with my dad. He was a fun dad.
Yeah.
And then, I lived in the shed at 14 out the back of Dad's house and decked it out with hard rubbish furniture. It was fun, as a teenager. And then when I was 15, I was pregnant. So you have a baby, when you have a baby, it's stressful. And then, at the age of 19, I found myself homeless with a 4-month-old and a 3-year-old. So you could say my teenage years were turbulent, yeah.
And so let's look at, coming from there to what you are now, this successful businesswoman. You're a leadership coach, you're a mentor, and you're now a mum of 5 beautiful kids. How did you go from that to where you are now?
Well, so at the age of 21, I had another baby and I found myself in a really bad situation, and the authorities got involved and gave me 2 choices, and that is to get myself and the kids out of the bad situation or lose my kids to foster care, or I had to change my life. That was the other choice. So I went to counselling, I was court ordered, and one of the things that I kept reading in books, because my counsellor said, read books, and I'd never read books. And one of the things that it said is you become the top 5 people you hang out with. And I was like, shit, the people I hang out with, we're just as bad as one another. So I started to look at that and I got a glimpse of my future. So I thought, man, I need to get rid of everyone out of my life for the 12-week court-ordered period. And then the court-ordered was dropped because I'd won custody, and I was allowed to go back to living my old life, and I missed it. I missed the drama, the gossip. I'd lived in just dysfunction and chaos, so that to me was comfortable and familiar. And I missed it, and I started to go back to it. I wasn't on drugs or anything. And then I knew that I needed to stop going because I was so scared of meeting, because I thought the life I was living was normal. So to be told that's not normal, change your life, I'm like, well, what's this other life? And because when you're conditioned that that's, your life. So I ended up playing a 2-choice game, and I'm like, okay, for every choice that I have to give myself 2 choices. Choice 1, this will take me down a path to lose my kids, or choice 2, this will keep my kids. And I'd say, now, Stacey, what choice will have you lose your kids? I'd get rid of that one and make a decision. And I made those choices every single day, day after day, month after month, until I started to make really positive decisions. Simple as that.
So,
but,
And out of this pandemic, I think a lot of people have gone down that rabbit hole and they're struggling to get out.
Yeah.
What is your advice then in that transition? What's the hardest thing and the easiest thing?
Yeah, well, I guess it's a lot of people that aren't used to change and things like this. See, I was used to it. So a lot of people that are not, they're probably in shock and disbelief. They've got anxiety, depression. I would definitely say see a therapist, definitely a counsellor or a psychologist. And the other thing is double down on your healthy habits. Double down on them, start exercising, get rid of the alcohol, get rid of the drugs, get rid of to mask your feelings, and eat healthy, drink water, go to bed early. Like, I know it sounds so simple and basic, but it really does help. So
I love going to bed early.
Yeah, we don't really have a choice.
You'd have to.
There are other habits, though, that we should probably get rid of.
Well, you've got some bad habits. I asked Jazz. You leave you're dirty around the house, you're messy.
It's a bad habit talking to one's partner behind one's back.
No, that's a great one. Trust me. You've got to stop leaving wet towels on the bathroom floor.
So how do you change a habit when you really actually like doing it?
Yeah, well, that's the thing. I don't know if you love doing it. I mean, is it causing conflict in your relationship?
Yes, it is.
Because if it is, I would just be conscious.
Clearly.
Clearly.
I would play the 2-choice game. Now, I've got 2 choices. Jasmine's going to crack it with me, or the next choice, I might get lucky tonight. Now, what choice will have, and then make a decision. Just pick that bloody towel up.
Okay, it's done. It's fixed. That is great psyche for me. Thank you. Lovely to talk to you.
Thank you, Stacey. And her new book, Good
me.
Riddance, is out now. Bowling clubs have been doing it tough, eh?
Right back at you. Yeah, and not just during the pandemic, but it's been a tough time for little bolos for a long time, between members getting older and memberships dwindling. A lot of them are forcing to close or amalgamate. You don't really see too many good news stories about new clubs opening up. Throw in a pandemic and it gets even worse. So we're a small volunteer run club here at Bondi. We don't have any pokies, so we're completely reliant on guests and members coming in and using the green and enjoying a beer.
I've wasted plenty of an afternoon with barefoot bowls during the summer months.
Doesn't sound like it was a wasted afternoon at all.
It's one of the great things. But how does the beer help out?
Yeah, look, I mean, I think, bowling clubs is just such an important part of our communities. Like, what bowling clubs mean to communities is so different. Like, some bowling clubs are hardcore bowling clubs with lots of bowling members. Others, like Bondi, are really social clubs where people come down and have an afternoon bowl in the sun with a great craft beer. Others are sort of reinventing themselves as live music venues as well. But, this beer, what we're trying to do with this is contribute to bowling clubs by helping raise awareness of them, helping, promote the events that they've got going on, and also a bit of a give back function where we're actually putting a portion of our profits back to help support clubs and hopefully keep them rolling long into the future as well.
Very smart.
I think it's a great idea. And this all came about because I know you both lost your jobs in COVID-19 and just sort of decided to shift gears a little, and this is what you came up with.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Well, we're both members down here at Bondi Bolo, and so it was kind of the first place where we decided to come down and bump heads, and probably through a little bit of osmosis, and probably because we're both pretty passionate about enjoying a beer and having a roll. It just was providence.
Nothing like a brainstorming bowl to
nothing better
sort of crack a
than
good
a beer
idea.
and a roll. Lads, tell us about the beer. What does it taste like?
He wants to know, is it any good?
Oh.
Did we send you any?
Have you got some there?
No, but I'm pretty averse to taking free stuff on. I don't, hello.
Especially beer.
We'll try and hook you up with some.
Yeah.
But look, it rolls down like a dream. So we wanted to make a beer that's really true to our heartland. We didn't want to jump on the craft bandwagon. We've made a classic Australian lager. It's 4.2%. It's a little bit of something for everyone in there. It's really approachable, and better still, every single sip helps support a local club.
Good on you, boys.
You're talking our language, gents. So if we all want to get involved, how can we help out?
Join your local club.
Yeah, become a social member. Like, head down, support your club. There's great events down there. Better yet, have a roll.
Yeah, play bowls. It's a great game. a lot of people, they've got 60, 70 years left in their bowling careers, which is means you've got time to get pretty good at it. And grab a frosty bolo draft and sip it in and enjoy.
Yeah, we're frothing here just looking at it. It looks fantastic.
We've just gone there in our mind, haven't we?
Just before we go, fellas, it's been the talk of the country this morning, this whole twerking thing. Is there much twerking that goes on the bowling clubs of Australia?
There really isn't, Karl. There really isn't. No.
Do you want to start a new trend?
Some of them are modern bowling clubs.
Come on, boys.
No.
There's not too much
Karl,
going on.
put a
your
big
traditional
order in
ones,
for your
I'm afraid.
beer right now if you twerk on national
I'll
television.
take 10 cartons if you do it.
Come on, guys.
Limbo, care to do some twerking for us, mate?
I don't think I actually know. I'm gonna stuff this up and do the wrong kind of dance.
Doesn't matter. Just
Sorry,
just
guys.
freestyle
It's just
it.
not.
Come
it's
on,
just
boys.
not the bolo.
Oh, you guys are a big disappointment.
That's un-Australian.
It's
to be
so
peer pressured
un-Australian.
into doing something that I want to do.
Thank you, boys.
The members who've gone before us at this club would be disappointed.
Yeah, exactly.